called removing the guard. You remove the guard from his bishop.
And then I take.
Boom, free. There you go.
Okay.
What you just did is that's a tactic. Like if you were solving puzzles on chess.com, you would get this position and then you would go, wait, I can take his knight. He takes back because it's check. Then I take his bishop. So in chess, the most forcing move, a move that absolutely requires a response from the opponent, is what? A check, right?
Yes.
Because if you play this, pawn push, that doesn't do shit. I can play anything I want. I can move my rook, my bishop, my knight. But if you take my knight, I have to defend against the check. I cannot move any other piece. That does not mean every check is good. It just simply means it's the most forcing move. And then after that, the most forcing move is a capture. Why? Because a capture is like, oh, he took something from me, right? So I have to take back, right? Like I have to respond to it. He took material from me. Rook takes knight is a bad move because it would be taken by the bishop. And then the next most forcing move is exactly what you just did here when you moved your rook to c7. This is called an attack. So the third tier is like you attack one of my pieces, I have to respond to it, right?
Well, they have to make the decision on whether or not they threaten me in a bigger way. Say I threaten them like this and they were able to put me in check. They don't need to immediately respond to this rook. They could just put me in a situation where I have to respond to something else.
Correct. That is something I call danger levels on my channel.
Like, couldn't they do this?
So that is a check, but wouldn't that be a mistake?
Well, then I would
yes.
take.
But in theory, yes. And allow me to edit this position slightly. So I'm editing the board to remove the pawn in the middle completely. You see it? So let's say white just played rook c7, attacking the knight. Black has a check here now as a result of the pawn being gone. That actually counters in a really nasty way. And this is chess at like the 1000 plus level. Can you see it? I'll flip it so you look at it from Black's perspective.
Well, a check would be like this.
Yeah, but then what would white do? Yeah, so that we don't want that. Remember, I just removed the pawn. So I want you to think about it like this. A pawn controls the square diagonally. Yeah. What do you attack on this square?
The king.
And
the rook.
This is called a fork. You are forking the king and the rook. A fork is when you attack two pieces.
Just like so much info to like put in practice in like no time.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. You are getting this much faster than like almost anybody I have ever taught. In fact, maybe not to put pressure on you.
I'm understanding it, but putting it in play, like if I were to play a game, I would still make mistakes even knowing what you just taught me.
Of course, but you get better every game.